Grand Rapids Press sports writer Greg Johnson, our friend, he's covering the Michigan State Spartans this year. And I got to say, I'm shocked to see your name on the schedule here so early in the morning. What has my producer Amanda done to you, Greg?
I think she forgot that I'm not an early riser, but I was actually awake this time, so that's kind of shocking.
I'm sorry about that, because I know it's going to be a long weekend for you. But I suppose you're happy to be covering the Spartans here in football again. You'd covered the Lions, you covered Grand Valley State and golf, and now you're back home at Michigan State, huh?
Yeah, I've covered a little bit of everybody. I think my career's gone in full circle, and the good thing is I still have a career. So we're okay with that.
We talked with Mark Hollis yesterday, and I said, is there extra pressure to win the Big Ten this year? Because it's not going to be as easy. What did I say? Mark D'Antonio yesterday, the coach. And I said, is there more pressure to win the Big Ten this year? Because it's never going to be as easy once we bring in these divisions and the championship game and all that. And he said that there's always pressure. I know that they like to sing Mark D'Antonio's praises, but he's really got to deliver this year, doesn't he?
I would think there's a little bit of that. I don't know. He's done the right things, and they like him as a person.
Yeah.
And I think so I don't think there's a whole lot of pressure, at least in the buildings over at Michigan State. I think there's more pressure from the alumni and people like that who want to see championships. But he wants to see championships just as bad as they do. That's how he thinks. That's the first thing he said about the program when he came in, that their goals were going to be the Big Ten championship and a Rose Bowl, and he hasn't backed off that. He's set his on mark. He said that's what he wants to do. So everybody's going, okay, go ahead and do it. And so there's I don't think anybody puts any more pressure on him than he puts on himself. And yeah, he should deliver. They've had 2 good recruiting classes in a row, maybe 3 really, and they're working on another one. And they have some depth. They have talent. They have some All-Americans. So they should go win some football games.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously done the job of stabilizing the program, getting them to a bowl game every season, and that's what everybody's happy about, because it was really kind of up and down for a while there. Now the next step is to win the Big Ten, isn't it?
It is. You can't just snap your fingers and have that happen. It's not like everybody else isn't working towards that too. Mm-hmm. And there's a reality out there called Ohio State, which is one of the best teams in the country. Obviously, and has had great recruiting class after great recruiting class. So there's, you have to look at it realistically too, and say, okay, well, you're a failure if you don't beat Ohio State. Well, hey, wait a minute. They don't even get to play Ohio State this year. So, but I do think the schedule's favorable. They have talent. They should win 8 or 9 games this year and be in the mix for the championship. And maybe, if they catch sunshine in a bottle a little bit, maybe they'll win 10 games and be playing for something on the last weekend. They really, they have to give that a shot. I think they have the talent to do that.
I only have about 20 seconds left. I know that CMU got the best of the Spartans last year. You don't expect to see that tomorrow with Western, I wouldn't think.
No, I think they'll be ready to go. Opening weekend, they'll be fired up. I think they don't want to walk off the turf feeling the way they felt last year when they lost.
Yeah. We will read you in the Grand Rapids Press. Greg Johnson, have a great time in East Lansing. I'll be on Mackinac Island, but I'll see you for the next home game at a tailgate. I promise you that. Greg Johnson, our good buddy here at the Grand Rapids Press.